Hello everyone and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, where I'm going to be doing the salty run back on Machina's Chaos Challenge, and I'm going to be doing it with the same team, Vaan, Machina and Rem, but this time I'm going to be bringing along an Ifrit summon. So you might be thinking there's no visible difference between this team and the team that you used last time, and you knew that you weren't able to complete it last time, so why the hell are you going back to it with the same team? Well, that is because I decided to do some ticket pulls after all, and 159 tickets later I am now the proud owner of Machina's LD passive, which of course costs 0 CP to equip. So I'm going to be going into this with Machina's LD, and we're going to see just how much of a difference that it makes. Now, I'm bringing Ifrit instead of Shiva this time around because Machina's the debuff from his LD does actually apply a speed down debuff to the enemies. So even though it only lasts for 4 turns, I'm basically hoping that that is going to be enough to control the enemies to an extent that they're not getting constant turns. So we can use Ifrit instead of Shiva because it gives more attack, and also because it doesn't fuck up the EX recast speed as much. So I'm still going into it with a 1 out of 3 Machina. I don't want to give him any more ingots because he does get the bulk of his stats, the bulk of his benefits from 1 out of 3, and his LD doesn't change that. You just equip the LD passive and it's still pretty much the same. So I don't have his character boards for his EX skill, but that's the only thing that I'm missing. And I don't particularly want to invest any more into Machina at the moment because I am going to be having to build up Noctis and Paladin Cecil pretty soon for the Odin challenge, and then I've also got Leon coming up for the winter. Well, what was in JP the Winter Heretics, and I'm going to be having to take. I want to purple Leon. Because I mean, Leon is all purple, right? He just wouldn't be right if he wasn't completely purple. Noctis is an absolute must, and I do want to max out Paladin Cecil as well, both because the Odin challenge is cancerous from like everything that I've read and seen, but also because in the future we'll be getting an LD weapon, so I consider him a bit of a future investment, not entirely unlike Onion Knight. So if I can get away with using Machina 1 out of 3, I will do, because I have been hemorrhaging ingots like crazy, building up characters for these challenge quests. So I want to try and get away with doing kind of, sort of budget teams. I mean, it's not really budget because it has Vaan LD and it has Machina LD, even though he's only got 1 ingot in him, if you know what I mean. But this is the most budget team that I've run since the Squall raid with the big cannon in the middle. So I mean, it kind of counts. And we're just going to jump in and see how it goes. So my ingot situation is looking extremely sketchy. Thankfully, we do have a new Abyss to go through as well, which I'm not going to be recording because I don't think there's too much point. I think Abyss is pretty easy, as long as you've got some pretty recent characters. But I have been enjoying the recent format a lot more than the original one. So okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap turns to Machina to get his max bravery buff up. I am going to go straight into his LD. Get that nice damage on there. And now that gives him a free skill. So what you can do when you get a free skill with his LD is you can go into Awakening, which is an instant turn, and it'll refresh his Awakening duration. But also, if you hit a broken target with Awakening, Furious Blades changes into Plus, which is a free turn. So you can just go into Furious Blades Plus and you get your free turn and your free freaking like 150k damage or whatever it is, something stupid. So yeah, I like to go LD into Awakening into Furious Blades, because not only do you get the free skill that way, but I mean, not only do you get the free turn, sorry, but you also make the most of the debuff, because this only lasts for 4 turns, so you've got to attack a lot, fast and hard basically. And I'm gonna swap turns on Vaan as well to get his max bravery buff up. And I am going to White Wall to get that to its plus version. So pretty much with Machina, I'm going to be mostly spamming Furious Blades on this wave, and I'm going to be using his skills on the second wave, because we don't need the defense right now, but we will in the future. Like we will on the next wave. So, and thankfully, his follow-up attack from his LD does give him Brave Cash back as well, so Machina can just keep attacking and attacking and attacking, and he's going to be completely fine. So I'm actually just going to HP++ with Vaan. No need to go too crazy. So I am actually going to be buying, I'm actually going to be whaling out a little bit next month. And when I say next month, I mean tomorrow. Because that's when reset spheres become available with the ingot packs. And I do want to... yeah, let's do a white wall here. I do want to buy some of those because I want to set up my my Lufenia characters with spheres. So like the ones that I'll be using most often, like Kuja, Lightning, Noctis, you know, characters like that. I want to set up with some pretty sick spear setups. So I'm probably going to be doing that. And it's also because these challenge quests are just doing an absolute. They're massacring my my ingot stash, like really doing a number on it. So I'm going to swap in turns to Machina here because we need to make the most of this these LD debuffs before it goes away. But he already does so much more damage than he did without his LD. You can see, you know, that much is clear. So I mean, I could Pyroclasm, but you know what? I'm just going to be conservative with Vaan on this wave because these enemies don't seem really like much of a threat. At least not compared to the other ones. Oh man, look at all that damage. That's so good. And thankfully there is a split focus from the enemies, and we get nice Brave Cash back here. So Machina's would get yeeted out of the way by Humbaba if it wasn't for the fact that it's got Stormtrooper syndrome and it can't seem to hit a stationary target, which is awesome. Okay, so I can't really Furious Blades on that one because the debuff's gone, so I'll just do it over here. And the AoE shaving should take care of the other one anyway. So that's pretty nice. Oof. Well, that's completely fine. I don't really care about that. I don't particularly want to use another of Machina's LD skills here, so I don't think I will. I will HP attack this one over here. I will swap to Machina, and I'll just use Furious Blades Plus, and we're completely fine. Okay, now we're into the second wave, so that was already a lot easier than it was without the LD. Like, can't even describe how much easier that was. Okay, so I'm not going to use his LD just now because his EX nearly charged. I want to use his LD after he uses his EX, because when he uses his LD, he basically can't use his EX. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pop one of these now. Might as well. And this is white wall territory because his max bravery buff has just gone AWOL. So let's do this. Meanwhile, Machina's awakening has vanished, which is fine. We can Stunning Slash and then get the free awakening. Furious Blades Plus, and then our Guardian Blades on his next turn. And we're looking Gucci. Gotta love Machina's turn rate. Meanwhile, Vaan. I guess I'll cure Vaan. Yep. Let's Pyroclasm. Oh, and it misses anyway. Of course it does. Nothing misses as well. Okay then. Wow, that does so much damage. What the hell? Calm down, Machina. That's yeah. This might actually be possible without yeah. Let's pop Vaan's LD here. Let's swap turns to Machina all we can because we need to make the most of this LD debuff. This is definitely looking like it's going to be possible to actually beat this time. Brave refunds going. You see that difference in damage. We're getting a little bit chunkier now. Yeah, screw it. Let's make the most of it while we can. I'm using this for the turn rate more than anything. Okay, so here's where we hope that it doesn't HP attack Rem because that would suck. Alright, fine. Wow, I'll take the miss. I'll take the miss any day. Do we get turn rate in front of B? We do not, so we use Cyclone Drive instead. God, that hits so hard. I love it. Sadly, it's immune to defense down. It doesn't seem to want to get blinded either. Okay, so... unfortunately, Machina's debuff has worn off. It's HP attack. Let's put it back on. Alright, they're both attacking Machina. I can deal with that. I want to white wall here, and then I'm going to LD. But I want to do that while I've got battery going into it, because it just seems like the sensible thing to do. So I know Cyclone Drive does more damage against an enemy with this, but you know what? I'm going to actually just Awakening again here, because I've got 5 of them, I might as well. Very nice. So now on to LD with Vaan. I'm gonna save my last LD to try and do some AoE brave shaming. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The HP attack misses! Get fucked. Do I want to use... We do have a lawn shop on A over here. I'm gonna do it. Yes, we can still totally do it. Excellent. I'll take those anytime I can get them. I need to cure soon. Rem's aura buff is about to wear off. Can I get turn rate off this? Not really. So B's B's debuff is about to wear off from Machina. So that definitely sucks. And B is about to attack Vaan, so let's red spiral. Okay, it's starting to get a lot chunkier now with the defense. We don't quite get turn rate off that either, sadly. Let's kill Vaan. Wow, look at this cancerous turn spacing. Yikes. Definitely starting to feel the defense buffs now. That's why I brought Ifrit along. Oof. Jesus. Go on, Machina. Make magic happen. Do we get turn rate off of Furious Blades? We kind of do. But Rem has a turn anyway. So screw it. I'm gonna summon here. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's go. Okay, so I definitely want to cure for Vaan. I don't want to swap turns in the summon, are you crazy? I will Cyclone Drive on the broken target for more damage. And now here's my last LD. So Rem's being targeted. I might as well cure on herself. Yep, let's do this so we get turn right in front of Rem. Alright, so this is a bit awkward, isn't it? But okay, so B wakes up afterwards, so that's fine. It's Red Spiral, some brave refund. Oh wow! Okay, yeah, the gods are with me. They want me to win this. They want me to win this match. That's for sure. I mean, that wouldn't have HP attacked her anyway, so that's totally fine. And of course, we can Guardian Blades and break completely out of order because why the hell not? Apparently. I have to admit, Machina is pretty fun. I don't regret pulling for him. He is pretty fun to use. And if you can imagine how much damage he would be putting out if you had like Saz and Desh on the team, for example, then that would just be splendid. That would be sublime. Let's try and kill them at roughly the same time, or at least make a pretense of doing so. Because we don't want to deal with the enrage. Looks angry, yeah. Well, Furious Blades plus. Free turn. Completely free. And there we go! Oh my god, what a difference the LD makes. I mean, it literally does more than double Machina's damage output, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but... yeah, there we go, that's the completion. So, they really want you to pull on the banner for these challenge quests, don't they? Well, it is what it is. I can't say that I recommend it, but I am a completionist, and I did kind of want Machina anyway, so fuck it, I'm happy with that. Excellent. That is going to be my my completion run of the Machina Chaos Challenge. I hope you all enjoyed, and until the next time, take care and goodbye.